Hey girl, hey, it's your girl Nita, and I am back for another video. If you are new to the channel, welcome and welcome back, Diva Squad. You know what we do here. We're getting ready to talk about Belle Collective. This is season 4, episode 5, Love Under New Management. And we're going to go ahead and get into it. So don't forget to like and comment, subscribe if you like the vibe, and let's go ahead and get into it. The episode starts off with a be continued from Glen and Tisha. They are actually at this place doing a commercial for a black female bank, a black female owned bank, and they are doing this commercial for them. And so they just get finished having this big old argument, and the argument was pretty much about Glen feeling like he's being cut out or he's being less than and not going in as a partner in this particular collaboration for this bank card. He done got Lateshia so flustered and she's just pissed off. He changes his clothes. First of all, he comes in late looking crazy. He had on something decent, but it really kind of clashed with Tisha had on. So then they went back in the back. They talking about, can you excuse us for a minute? Hold on, sir. Do you know money is time? Money is time. You have these people sitting in here. You come fashionably late, your words, and then you want another word and a costume change. Glen, you are getting beside yourself. I'm gonna need you to pipe down, brother, because you was acting real foolish right now. But anyway, after he does what he do, when Glen keep Glenning, he go back there, get her all flustered, get her off her A game so that we can come out here and try to do this commercial. Now, they get out there and do this commercial. He tells her when they leave out of the dressing room, put your game face on. I said, what? Glen, little Boosie, I'm a Lateshia, girl, la 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 la. This is too much. It's too much. So they come in with this fake ass thing where they're trying to actually do the thing. They say they want to make sure you put the focus on family and stuff like that. So it's about this card. She was like, "Oh, I'm so glad our cards came in." Now, Glen, this is not for your jewelry. This is to build generational wealth and to build credit. Okay. It was a little off. This was take 2, but they got it done in 2 takes, I guess. I don't know. I probably would have went for another one. I would have said, kind of get comfortable. Let that be your dry run. Let's try it again. Let's try it again until we get more comfortable. However, they took it on the second one and it was so dry and so blah, whatever. Anyway, Aikisha. She's with her kids. The girl looks just like Willie. The boy looks like Aikisha. She's managing Willie's career. Now, she did say when she started out managing Willie's career, it was fine because she didn't have any kids. But today we have 2 healthy children here, right? So she's sitting up there. He walks in. She's on the phone. She's making deals. She's apologizing, rescheduling, doing the things, whatever. So he walks in. He talks about he has some other speaking engagements, and he seems to be trying to handle those on his own. Now, listen, I don't know about nobody else, but my antennas just went up. I don't know about nobody else, but my antennas did go up. Okay. My antennas went up when he talking about he has some engagements that he's handling on his own. He said he'll figure it out. She said, "Oh no, you won't. What you will do is forward all of that information to me." I said, I know that's right, because when men call themselves being businessmen and all this other stuff, they will use business to be doing some other shit, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm glad that she wrangled that whole thing in. He does an impression of Aikisha in the confessional. Basically, she's bossing him around, his every move with the children, with the chores, with the business, with the husband, with the grocery. she has it all under control. Then somehow, some way, we got on her weight, and I was like, hold up, red flag, red flag. What are we doing? What are we doing? And she said, I don't do that because I just had 2 children and it's like a sensitive time right now. And he said, you'll be fine if you hold off on a waffle fries from Chick-fil-A. I said, hold it. Hold it. Anyway, he pretty much segues going back home to Jersey. The little baby girl says she want to go back to Jersey. So that's the question on the line right now. Are we staying or are we going? We do know from the last episode that her proposal wasn't accepted because they wanted to offer the opportunity for more people to buy into Farish Street and not have one person just buy the entire block. That's the way I understood it. If you understood it a different way, make sure you put it down in the comments. Essie and Marie. Okay, Essie is cleaning her parents' place. They passed not too long ago, and they were kind of close in passing. The mother and the father both are gone. So Marie goes over. Essie is tidying up the house. She says that she wants to move back home to feel kind of closer to them. Marie was like, I definitely understand that or whatever. She was very empathetic, of course, to her friend. Marie talks about the problems that she's having with her mom. When is enough when dealing with her mother? It's an ongoing battle. Her mom took her brand new mink coat and pawned it for $30. I said, girl, 30, what? I said, are you sure? Was it faux mink or was it mink? And who did she pawn it to? Did she go to the pawn shop or she just went to the drug dealer and got her $30? You know what I'm saying? Her $30 rock. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. I don't know because something about that don't sound right. Then she also said, I would just give my mother $30. Now, I know you don't really think you're going to be giving your mother $30 to enable her addiction, however, I mean, if if we're sitting up here weighing the options of your brand new mink and $30 so she can go buy her crack rock, I guess you would give her the $30. She said that her mom feels entitled to what Marie has because she wouldn't have had it if it wasn't for her. And I was like, girl, what? But yeah, some of them do have the audacity. You know what I'm saying? They do. And she's saying therapy is the last thing. She's running out of options. And Marie, I know it's hard. I know Marie strikes me, and I used to be that girl, very codependent. And she strikes me to be very codependent. And you have to draw boundaries because I know Marie has to be at least in her 40s, right? Early 40s, 45, maybe pushing 50. Girl, she look good. Now, it's no shade. It's no shade. She looks good. However, her mom looks like really, really run down. She looks like she's pushing like 70. Now, when somebody's in their 60s and 70s and they running in the streets and drugs like that and they on the drugs real hard, I'm addicted to drugs. Listen, you have to love them from afar. You have to draw a boundary. You have to say, okay, enough is enough. And I have to, protect my peace and my sanity in my house and my belongings. That's a part of self-care, even if it is your parents, even if it's your children, even if it's your siblings, even if it's whomever. Your spouse, whatever. You have to draw a line in the sand, especially when it comes to addiction, because addiction is not the easiest thing. And when I tell you, and she in her 60s and 70s, girl, she is not changing. Hang it up. Flat screen. Flat screen. Next, Latrice and Cliff. Her brother isn't getting anything done. Maybe because Latrice, you're trying to be cheap and you have hired somebody who cuts down trees to do a actual project of rehabbing a warehouse or a storefront. Girl, what? Are you dumb? Like, where did you get that correlation? How did you think that was going to work? You miss rich bitch, right? You miss rich bitch. So I think that you should be able to employ a contractor to get the work done. Period. period. However, then she takes this opportunity, and I think the opportunity is just that, it's just an opportunity. Now, listen to what I said. Me and Cliff are in a good place right now. He can fix anything. But because it's a situation where she gets to stroke Cliff's ego, and you know he likes that, and tells him he can do anything and everything, and he's her Superman, he saves me. I hate to admit when my husband is right. He can do it all. But Daddy, is it going to be expensive? What do you think, Latrice? She got holes all in the walls. She got brick walls that she got to pull and gut out or whatever. What do you think, Latrice? But you want to be treated like an adult. Okay, girl. Next. Next, Marie and Aikisha. Marie invited Aikisha to a play date with the kids, but Aikisha said her kids weren't doing well. They were sick. But the story changed a little bit. At first, in the confessional, she said Holly was sick, but at the play date, she said Dylan wasn't feeling well. And most of the times, when one of the kids got it, the other one will end up getting it or whatever. So to protect Marie's children, she left them home. And I get all that, because you keep your germs, we don't want them. Okay, we don't want them. But for me, I would have kind of had a slight bit of an attitude and like, you could have just picked up the phone and called me, girl, because you don't know what I had to do to get these two kids to get up and go. They probably didn't even want to go. I probably was running all around this house trying to get these damn kids together, yelling and screaming and hollering, raising my pressure up. And when you could just shot me a text or shot me a phone call and said that my kids are sick, and she could have found something to do with her kids. Okay, shit. Anyway, let's see. Then they talk about the complications that arise with the Farish Street project. Marie slides in that Aikisha tried to do the same thing that Lateshia did and came up short as well. And Aikisha was like, I see what you tried to slide in there. I wasn't trying to do anything that Lateshia was doing. She came in here doing her own thing. She had her own thing. She said if Lateshia was doing it, why she didn't put out a proposal as well? Because she didn't. She said, but no, she did try and she was unsuccessful, and you tried too and you were unsuccessful, right? She was like, but it's a different situation that's going on here. She said, you cannot compare me. There's no comparison and there's no competition between Aikisha and Lateshia. You just can't say that. You can't compare her to me. She said, Marie was like, hamburger, cheeseburger, it's the same. No, it's not the same, Marie, because I believe while all Lateshia was doing was meeting with mayors and governors and people who have a little bit of influence. Aikisha came with the cheddar cheese, the cheese on the cheeseburger. She came with the RFP and made a bid and tried to buy the whole block. And they said that they didn't think it was a fair opportunity to let one person buy the block, and they wanted to diversify the portfolio. So, hello. I like the way Aikisha gathered you, even though you kept on trying to harp on the whole thing. It's about the same thing and you didn't get anywhere. But at least she did get further. She got further. She at least applied for it. She at least made some effort towards it, not having conversations, baby. It's something totally different. You might have to open your mind just a little bit, okay? So anyway, Marie asked, why didn't she buy it? Aikisha said, Lateshia can't even afford it. I said, oh, girl. I mean, she can't. Now, you ain't lying. There was no lie told. But then, on the flip side, I feel like she was trying to bait you to say something similar to that so that, you can be held accountable for it. And so it can be a situation. That's what I felt like what was happening there. They go back and forth. Eventually, Marie was like, that was Lateshia's blueprint and you couldn't do nothing with it. Aikisha got up and said, girl, whatever. And she rolled out. All right, next we got Tisha and Glen. He pops up on her at the office. She's surprised about this pop-up. She said, call her first and let her know. He feels like he doesn't have to call. And he was like, I'm your husband. She said, no, I could have clients here. Please be professional. He said he wants his rap career to be underneath her umbrella. She said, so the producer said, the same umbrella you didn't want to do the commercial under and get paid for? Then they roll the tape, of course, the beautiful bean footage. He says he's going to do it anyway. He might as well eat and shit off of it too. I said, what? Anyway, he bleeped. I thought he said shit, but anyway, he talking about he a great thinker in this confessional. And I was like, bitch, what? Anyway, child Boosie. Anyway, like you sound like a total fool. The teacher said no, it sounds stupid. There's a wife teacher and then there's a business teacher. If she's helping you to get to the next level, the enterprise is working, not the wife. There will be a contract in place and there are no family discounts at the business. Glenn says in the confessional that he doesn't even plan to have a rap career. He just wants to spend time with her. And I'm like, why? See, aren't we too old to be playing these games? Like, I don't understand. Like, he talk about he does not have a plan for a rap career. He just wants to spend time with her. She's always working. Then they start going back and forth. He talking about he need to be her first priority. She said, as long as the invoice clear and the check clear, you have the same priority as my other clients. Nothing more, nothing less. They started arguing. She said, man, I came in here trying to do business. And no, she said, no, you're coming in here trying to take shots and act up. And then I said, I think that, she's still mad about the commercial and how he acted a fool. He takes his mic off and he leaves. And I'm like, good riddance, a little Boosie. So Gucci Sante, Sophia, and Aikisha go to a private Zumba session. Child, that instructor worked them the hell out. So Gucci sideburns was lifted. Aikisha hair was all over her head. Then they started talking about the Farish Street project, talking about, the building that she does have actually got burned down. It's going to take some time for it to get back together. She's thinking about going back to Jersey, and she's talking about re-strategizing. So Gucci understands, but she doesn't know if she could be away from JJ like that. So she understands, but she was like, oh no, girl, how you going to be the queen of Jackson, Mississippi in Jersey? She said, will you hold my crown? And she was like, I got it. And you hold my crown till I get back. So it sounds like Aikisha is about to leave, her and Willie. Next, Marie and Lateshia. Lateshia said that she hasn't talked to Glenn since the blow up at the office. He's back on the boat. And so she invited Marie out for drinks or whatever. Marie shows up and they got the food brought out. They hug and they're getting ready to eat. And then Glenn pops up. Child, now Marie saying he come up here looking just like Papa the Cellar Man. He was looking at Marie like, what? She said, oh my God, this man is a psychopath. What is going on? What killed me was a dude that was sitting beside Lateshia all up in the sauce. Like, I was like, hello? I'd have been like this. If I was Lateshia, I'd have put my hand up like, but baby, he was all in the sauce. Like he was like, I got front row seats to cheaters, girl. Listen, he was all up in it. Of course, Marie is interjecting and she's saying, and he's saying, your last I checked, your name isn't Pearson. And I would have been like, thank God. Glenn talking about he wanted to apologize. And I'm like, okay, can you send a text? And then like the thing that she said she hasn't seen him since the blow up. Why all of a sudden when you leave for work, you gonna come double back and stalk me talking about you want to apologize when you know I'm out with somebody? No, it would have been an absolutely not. Talking about he wanted to apologize. I thought you would be happy to see me, like surprise, but it's a whole different vibe. Marie said, this is some psychopath shit right here. He must have some tracker on you, girl. This is crazy. Glenn confronts her and say, crazy? He said, he's shocked that she's with you. Or do she need your permission to go out with her friends? He said Marie is like a hemorrhoid on his ass. Marie gets up, calls him a clown, and tells Lateshia, the next time you ask me to go out with you, make sure you got your Life 360 turned off. Lateshia, I don't have time for this. Glenn tells her as she's walking off not to forget her battery. So he keeps on trying to insinuate that she's some kind of kiss decent lesbians. But child, please, don't nobody need to be no damn lesbian, just not to be dealing with your dumb ass.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
We ain't here for the bullshit. So anyway, and that's where the episode ends. We see it's kind of like a be continued, and they'll pick up where she start to fuss with Glenn, and she's running out to his car. And child, I would have been like good riddance. I really would. I would have been good riddance. Cause that boy don't make no damn sense. He don't make no sense whatsoever. And I would be sick of his shit. Anyway, so that is it. Y'all let me know what you thought about the episode down in the comments below. As always, I'm Nita, your favorite diva. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you like the vibe. And make sure you come back. All right, y'all. Later.